Hello everyone, this is Jen. I hope everybody's good. I'm here with another channel message. So I'm going to introduce myself. First of all, welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're returning. Thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate that people are here and that we can connect and exchange. I'm here with a message, and I'm a psychic medium energy healer. And this is a long message, but I'll try to make it short in regards to the current energy. And it's going to be in two parts because it's very important. First part will be general energies, and second part will be more of the twin flame energies. Why so? Because we are at the biggest spiritual growth ever seen on earth, and a lot of things are happening. And the what I will call planetary or universal energies are the driving force behind the twin flame, behind a lot of things. So it's important that we do address these today. A lot of things are happening, spiritual growth, like I mentioned. And before I get into it into further detail, I really do want to take just 1 minute, one moment to send love and light to Las Vegas, to the victims, the family, the witnesses, the people that were there. I get bad chills when I think about this. And sorry. Sending a lot of love is what we need to do right now, and sending lots of light. So there it is. Back to the energies. October is a full month again, and it's going to be very different and different for everyone also, depending where you're at in your journey. This is a month where people are going to be called to rest, to just sleep more, watch more TV perhaps, relax more, meditate more. This is also a month where people are going to lash out. It has started already, where people are going to lash out, are going to be aggressive, emotionally unstable, unable to understand what's going on with them and how to deal with things. A lot of spiritual awakenings are happening at this time, and people were not prepared for this, unfortunately. People don't know how to deal with their own emotions, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because it is sad, because I know what it feels like being unable to understand what's going on. I feel sad because this is something that should be taught in school. We should be more aware of how to deal with our own emotions instead of pretending that they're not there, because a lot of people have been pretending that they do not exist. And guess what? It's all coming out now because there's no more time to carry these around. Everybody on this planet at this time, not exactly at the same time, of course, but at the same time, we're all called to walk forward, to go higher into vibrations, into our levels of consciousness, into levels of awareness. In regards to everything, our own awareness of the people around us, of their own emotions, awareness of our own emotions. So there is chaos right now on the planet. And I'm sure a lot of you have been feeling this. I'm sure that a lot of you have been either on the receiving end of someone lashing out, or on the receiving end of people being very heavy, dense, negative, closed-minded, refusal to collaborate, refusal to cooperate, refusal to understand. Basically, a lot of people, especially in the past week, have been very short-fused. Unable to react in a compassionate way, basically being way too quick on judging, projecting, on saying, no, this is not my fault. You are doing this and this is not my fault, instead of trying to understand what the real situation is. A lot, I talked about projection. A lot of projection has been going on at this time. People projecting their own sense of being uncomfortable onto you instead of talking about the real things, instead of saying, okay, I don't necessarily understand what you're saying, but I will respect that you're saying this, I will respect that you're asking for this. No, people have chosen instead to project their own negativity onto people, and the opposite effect of this is perhaps being on the receiving end of someone putting boundaries, of saying, you know what, this is too much. You're projecting your own things on me, and I cannot deal with that. I do not wish to deal with that. It is not healthy to deal with that. So I'm putting a boundary right here. Some people have been called into putting their own boundaries for their own balance, their own inner harmony, their own work, and by respect to themselves, and because that's where they're at. And some people perhaps reacted in the wrong way when it came to that, and it created some tensions, because there are a lot of tensions at this time in many different levels and departments. So basically, a lot of negativity is being pulled out and cleansed out of people's mind, heart, energetic fields. And when that happens, it creates a void, it creates a change, and it's uncomfortable to go through unless you are aware of it and unless you are able to accept it and allow it. Because of course, if you do not allow this process to happen, you're creating your own interference, you're creating more problems than you really need to. Just allowing, accepting, that goes with responsibility as well. If you're the kind of person who feels responsible for others or for the world, you're being called to step back. You're being called to just say, whoa, this is my boundary. I cannot do more than this. I'm going to step back a little because I'm losing my balance here. Because these energies are extremely dense at this time. If on the other end, you're not responsible enough, well, guess what? You're being called to become more responsible. And that comes with being aware of your own behaviors towards yourself and towards others. It's a two-way thing. It might be towards yourself, which we call a dharma being something that you do to yourself, karma, something that you do to others. So you're being called to be more responsible. More responsible of your own emotions, of your own vibrations that you're putting out, more responsible of your own inner state, or being more responsible towards others, the way you treat others, perhaps, the way you receive others, perhaps, more responsible. That can be translated as well as being more aware, more self-awareness, because this is what's going on. We are called to be more aware. We are called to use higher vibrations, to step into higher vibrations, to help the planet heal, to help people heal. So October is going to be intense. A lot of people are going to feel very tired. What we call the healer's burnout. A lot of people will just be called to just rest until they can regain their own balance to start over again on a new foot with new energies. And it's important that you take that rest. A lot of cleansing is happening at this time. Fears are being cleansed out of our energy fields. That can be translated into a lot of nightmares representing fear, or just fear being released during your sleep. You know, when you wake up and you're like shaking and you're like, whoa, what was that? That's fear being released from your field, your energy field. Resistance, it's really time to let go of the resistance. At this point, there is no more time to resist. There is no more time not to accept. We are called into accepting this mission, accepting that there is this divine flow, and that if you don't get on it, well, I'm sorry, but you're missing the boat. If you don't get on it, you're creating much more problems for yourself. Accept yourself to change. If you want to see other people change, you have to change first. Allow yourself to change. Let yourself change. Let it happen, because if you don't let it happen, nothing is going to change. You have to do it first in order for other people to do it. And that goes for the entire planet and the twin flame. And I'm going to talk about this in the twin flame section of this video. So being the change that you want to see first, very important. There is no more time at this point to refuse to move. So if you do refuse to move, well, you're creating your own pain. You're creating more like hardships, stress, ordeals, problems that you're not going to appreciate. So if you're being presented with a problem or an ordeal that you're trying to resist, that's not a good idea for you at this time. Best thing to do is to accept it. It may hurt, but know that it is for your highest good. It is to make space for something new to come into your life. It is for the better for everyone involved. So allow it. Allow yourself to change. So let me see. I think that's pretty much it for the first part of the video. So let's go into the second part and the twin flame energies. Okay, so like I said, twin flame energies are being influenced by what's going on with the planet, and that makes sense when you think about it. So many things are happening in the twin flame energies as well. That goes, without saying. The divine masculine is still dealing with hardcore releasing, and a lot of fears are present at this time. A lot of them are working very extremely hard, and what's important to do at this time is do not go ahead and put the blame on your twin if you haven't been in contact with them for a while. Take a look at yourself first. Perhaps you're missing the point here and not seeing that you have some things to work on. I know it can be like brutal, but that's the way it is. Take a look at yourself first before saying, oh, he's too scared, he's too this, he's too that, or she, of course, it could be she. So yeah, the divine masculine still is carrying a lot of fears. So what could help is asking for any and all fears to be removed from your entire existence or from your entire manifest. You can ask your spiritual team to help you with that and support you with that. Without you asking, they're not going to help. So you need to ask. A lot of divine masculine are just lost at this time, that blank look, the deer in the headlights look. Yeah, I've seen this a lot in my readings the past 2 weeks. Just that blank look, mouth open, eyes wide open, and being like, what's coming next? What now? What is this? What am I feeling? So that's what's going on with the divine masculine. They're like, what is this? What's happening? What are those new emotions that I'm feeling that I've never felt before or that I was putting aside before? Now they are unable to put them aside. They are unable to, that behavior I'm talking about, deflection, trying to pretend that it's not there. There is no more space nor time to deflect anything at this time. The divine masculine is faced with himself and with these energies. A lot of the divine masculine are being awakened deeper or further, and some of them are just at the beginning of this journey, so they are being spiritually awakened. Others are being activated as twin flames, are being guided to find the information about twin flames or to find information about their own mission or their twin flame mission. Um, of course, the ones that are being guided to the missions are a little bit more advanced. They have been doing work and they have been awakened for a little longer than others, perhaps. In regards to the divine feminine, they are saying that it's really important to keep balance. So keep clearing, standing still, and resting. A lot of divine feminine are just tired at this point, exhausted, physically, mentally, emotionally, feeling like they're washed out. I'm sorry, washed out. Feeling like they don't recognize themselves anymore, feeling where as if they don't know what's happening. So that's the rebound of the twin being feeling lost. So that's part of it. The other part is a total cleanse out to receive new stuff, new energies. And a lot of twins, it looks like, and I stress the word, it looks like, because I've been reading for people a lot, and I've seen this a lot in my reading, that the next phase is union process. It's not going to happen overnight. It's a process. There's still underlying energies that will keep working to help the twins get aligned to one another. So the union process is closed for some twin pairs, the ones that are ready. Other than that, it's really a time to release, to cleanse. It's like spring cleaning in fall. That's what it is. Our fields, energetic fields, are being wiped out and cleansed of everything and anything that is other than love and light, other than in alignment with your mission. So if you feel that pulling inside of you, because there's a lot of physical symptoms, and I'm not going to get into the physical symptoms because they're all present at this time. A lot of headaches, ringing in the ears, physical pain all over the body, chest pain for these new heart energies that we're still receiving. Vision, like seeing things blurry. The sun is too bright, the sound is too loud. Even when wearing your sunglasses, the sun is too bright, that kind of thing. Sleeping problems, food cravings. How many of you have been craving sugar? Food cravings or salt, depending on what kind of person you are. A lot of cravings. Having trouble eating as well. Like, that's weird because cravings, but having trouble eating, like you eat just a little bit and then you feel full like very quickly and your digestion slows down. And yeah, that's because our physical bodies are being changed, cleansed out, and upgraded. So is our personal energy and collective energy. Everything is being changed. So we are changing. You might see it in your hair, in your nails. You might notice that your nails are like more brittle, perhaps. Same thing with your hair. Or it may come out also as nothing interests you anymore, but you don't know what you want. So that's your in-between stage. Once you reach the phase where you start knowing what you want, you've been working very hard. If you're in the stage of nothing interests me anymore, but I don't know what I want, it's your responsibility to search. Allow it to reach you and allow it to happen, but search. Try some things. Just try to see what is calling you. For some people, it will be clearer and easier. They will know exactly what is calling them, and others are just going to be clueless. So that's a very good sign that you're in a shift, in the middle of a shift, or that you're picking up on your twin, because the twin might be feeling this as well. If you do know what you want, go ahead, full force, go in it. That's going to help balance out these energies. That's going to help attract your twin back. That's going to help support your twin. So if you have some struggles and you seem to not see the end of it, go full force, keep going. Just keep going. Picture yourself as you're going to shed this skin and you're going to leave it in the past and you're going to move forward and break the barriers. That's what it feels like right now. So a lot of things happening on the planet in the twin flame connection. Some of you I know have been guided to reach out to your twins. Follow your guidance on this. If you have, be gentle with them. That's all they wanted me to say. Just be gentle. Be careful not to be pushy. Be careful not to put pressure and stress them out. Just be gentle and deliver the information that you're asked to be delivering. Perhaps there's nothing that you have to deliver. It depends on your journey. Perhaps it's just a, hey, how are you? Long time no speak, kind of reaching out. For other people, I know that some of you have been guided to either talk about twin flames, if your twin is not aware that he's or she is your twin, or have been guided to talk about the mission. That has been going on in the past week as well. So just be gentle. That's what they're saying, be gentle. Do not try to force this or to make this go faster. There's no way around this. The only thing to do is to surrender and allow. Place yourself in a state of allowance to allow your guidance. They're still saying to reach out for support and guidance. And how to ask about this is please, I'm asking my spiritual team to deliver me my guidance for today to help me move forward for my highest good. Thank you. Something like that. Yeah, they're still pointing out at fears. So fears seems to be a big thing here in October. Fear because of change. Not fear, I'm stuck. It's fear because of change, because things are changing. That's the fall equinox that brought that into the game at this point. It's changing the entire game, which is great because a lot of people have been working very hard for many, many years. And now they're finally seeing and reaping the rewards of their own efforts. Others are just they're just being afraid because changing is hard. Changing is uncomfortable. Changing means letting go of some things to receive new things. And it comes with grief. And grieving is not that great, but it needs to happen. And what they're showing me is it's important not to think that it's like it was in the past. The past is the past, is done. For example, if you've been grieving something or someone or whatever, just grieving, don't allow grieving to be the same at this time because we are not the same. You as a person and the planet is not the same. The game has changed. The energies have changed. Time is going faster for a lot of things. So do not let yourself be controlled by the fears of it's going to take so long. It's going to take forever to do this. No, we are in October 2017. We are not in any other month of the past years. So they're showing me time contraptions. So playing with time, feeling that it's going faster. And it's true, time is going faster. I'm sure a lot of you have noticed. So do not let the fears control you. Use the fears as guides to know where you need to head, to know what you need to do, to know what you need to let go. And the faster you're going to allow, for example, this grief to take place, the faster you're going to renew your energy and feel better. And it's going to support your twin as well. So let me check in if there's something else. Okay, the divine masculine is still working on embracing their divine feminine energies. That's reaching an end, so it's almost completed. So good stuff. A lot of balancing feminine and masculine still going on, but a lot of people have reached that state of balance within themselves, so they're just holding space and supporting their connection, twin flame connection into that. So at this point, it's just maintaining that balance. Let me check again. That is it. That is it. So hang in there for the month of October. Send love to your twins. Send love, love and support, and shine bright every day, all the time. Really support your twin. They're still showing me blame. That a lot of people are blaming their twin. Do not get into that game. You're just hurting yourself in the end. It's not their fault. It's the way it is. And being in compassion will allow you to see what you can do within yourself to help things or support things. Okay, that's really it now. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of my journey. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the emails. Thank you to everyone who has reached out for a reading. You can reach out if you want a reading, either on my Facebook page at Indigo Girls Readings, or using my email, indigogirl555@gmail.com. You have the information in the box below. Enjoy this weekend, and for my Canadian friends, well, happy Thanksgiving. And until the next time, I hope everybody's well. Take care. Bye-bye.